moving on now to the Frontier. How long did you have the Frontier for?
Couple days.
Was it automatic or manual?
Auto.
Automatic, okay. Was it 4-wheel drive or 2-wheel drive?
4-wheel drive.
Did you put it in 4-wheel drive?
No.
Okay.
Did not.
Now, with pickup trucks, they plan preload into the suspension, right? Because they anticipate you using this truck for work.
Yes.
And so they'll put all this preload into the rear springs especially, and that can make the ride a bit choppy. Like usually when you get some weight in there, it's a much smoother ride.
Right.
So you just drove around for a couple of days not hauling anything. What was the ride like? Was it smooth or like a truck?
I thought it was pretty smooth. I mean, I feel like the Frontier, you feel like you are driving a truck. Anytime I hop in a truck, I feel like it kind of commands the road a little bit. And while the Frontier isn't a big truck, it felt like that. It felt like I was in a truck, but it felt really nice. Like there's some really big like speed humps around my neighborhood, and you know, I went over those not like going super slow, but fast enough to kind of just feel it, and it felt very solid going across those. I didn't get that rear end like kind of clunkiness that you feel. Yeah, no, I love the way it rode.
Did you get the crew cab or just the extended
crew
cab?
cab?
The crew cab.
Yep.
Did you take your kids and family out?
I did. Yeah.
How'd they like it?
They loved it.
Enough room?
Yeah. Yeah. There's plenty of room in it. Okay. Yeah.
Now, how about value for money? Because I looked up the prices before I came in here. The Frontier, entry-level Frontier, bare bones model, $29,370. The Tacoma, $28,250. And the Ranger, $27,400. Now we're talking $2,000 worth of difference between a Ranger and a Frontier.
Right.
So it's a negligible amount. Do you think that's a fair price for that truck? Do you think it's good value for the money?
I think so. I haven't really looked at the base models in any of those. I will say I definitely am always more attracted to the PRO-4X trucks. I like the way they look. I think they look great. But yeah, I mean, it's just, golly, it's so much money for new vehicles now. And to think that a base model truck is, you know, $27,000 to $29,000 is wild.
I mean, it's still a lot of money.
It's a lot. Yeah, right? It's a lot. But yeah, I think so. I think if you need a truck, if you need a mid-sized truck, it's a great truck. It's a Frontier. That's one thing that I wrote down in my notes about things that I liked about these vehicles. And, you know, the new Frontier, one of the things that I really liked is that it's a Frontier.
Right.
Like they changed it enough. They made it look different. They finally updated the looks. I love the looks of the truck. Yeah. But it's still a Frontier. Like I can get in that old Frontier that we have out there, and it just feels familiar? The same. Yeah. In certain ways.
I mean, I think the redesign on the Frontier is I think it looks like it's a good looking truck. I was looking at the Tacoma. It's kind of funny because you look at a Toyota pickup truck and you're like, that's definitely a Toyota. Or you look at the Ford. Right. I think it's the better looking truck out of those three.
Yeah, I mean, I've always thought the Tacomas were nice looking trucks. But I feel like the Tacomas and just, I'll throw the Tundra in there, the newer ones, I feel like they are getting like really strange. And some of the styling cues that they're using, they're just, I don't know. I've always liked it.
I'll need to take a look and see what they're doing. Now, the one that you took home, that had the Fender sound system in it?
Yes.
Did you put your music in it?
Yeah.
How was it?
It sounded really good. I liked it. Really punchy. Really punchy stereo system. It's one of the things I found with all these models is that they all had nice sounding stereos in them. But the Fender was definitively like the punchiest one, I would say, as far as like, and you know, could be the cabin is smaller in that truck. It's got a subwoofer in it.
Now when you say punchy, what do you mean punchy?
I don't know.
It was a visceral. Now, here's what I noticed, because you took me for a quick ride around in it, and I was like, okay, Fender sound system, let's check this out. So I was pushing the button to adjust settings, and it goes from bass straight to treble. There's like no mid adjustment, which
none
is
of
crazy.
These, I've checked all the radios, none of them have mid. And I will say that the mid is one of those things, it's like I don't, you know, that's where I want to adjust
That's where you're fine tuning. I mean, I guess it's all fine tuned, but to not have that option, I think is a bit
that
bizarre.
was the thing I would say. Yeah, I mean, I say punchiness because there was definitely the subwoofer feature in that truck, in that sound system is on display. Like it definitely, like you feel it if you have the right music playing.
Viscerally.
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 It's Tom's favorite word.